I've had to remove the volume control on this radio and put this one in right here. Now this is a 5K. Now I had to order a 5K. In the meantime, I've put a 1 meg in there. And that'll work. I talked it over with Brendan. He said it'll work temporarily until your 5K comes in. So, by the way, I ordered the 5K from Radio Days. RadioDays.com. $2 is all it costs. It was just a single pot without the switch. I don't need the switch on the volume control because this radio has a separate on-off switch. Alright, I'll tell you what, one of the reasons I had it was jumping around a lot. Take a look at this pin right here. It just wiggles all over the place. It's supposed to be nice and tight like this one and like this one. This one's wiggling all over the place. No good. Let's go ahead and tear this thing apart. Let's, what do I have to do? No, I'm going to have to remove that screw right there. Let's remove that screw. Tear this puppy apart. I like tearing stuff apart just to see what's inside. It's a wire wound potentiometer. Let's check it out. Well, here's what we've got so far. I got the back off. I had to pry it off. It was really pressed on there tight. And it has this funny looking deal right here. I think if I get underneath there with a screwdriver and just pry it up, it'll probably just pop right off. I don't know what the purpose of it is. Let's see if I can get that done. Well, there's one side. See, yeah, she's almost out. Oops, she went back in. You hold it with one hand. I gotta hold it with one hand, pry with the other. Yeah, there we go. Alright, she came out. I don't know what kind of deal that is. I don't even know what that's for. Maybe for cleaning and oiling or something. I don't know. And then, but as soon as it came apart, these two pieces fell out. Burned to pieces. Get a little close up here. Looks to me like they were together. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like they were together and they burned apart or something. I don't know if they were together or I think they were. They look like they burned apart or maybe not. Maybe they were put in there in two pieces. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They fell out all by their little lonesome. Let's see if we can find the get this thing out all the way too. I've about got this ring pried up all the way around that holds the shaft on. Just a split ring. I'll go ahead and pry that off all the way, and then this shaft should slide right out this way. The shaft is almost out. Now the way this thing works is this is your slider right here. Okay, this little tab here is your slider, and this is the wire wound resistor all the way around this thing. I'll give you a close-up here in a minute, but you can see it. It's just a flat center support system of some kind. I don't know, might even be cardboard or Bakelite or something. But there is the wire wound resistor all the way around. And one of these tabs right here connects to one end, and this tab over here connects to the other end, and there's a separation right here. So it goes all the way around with a connection on each end. And then this slider, this one in the center right here, connects down underneath here. You can see it connecting down underneath there. This one connects down underneath there and picks up the voltage off of here as it slides around and sends it down the wire. Alright, these two supply the voltage. This one picks the voltage off as the thing rotates. Wire wound resistor. And this one right here doesn't look, let me see, was it this one or this one? That's a little tighter now that I took the shaft out a little bit, but still a little loose though. One of them. Anyway, that's what was happening. Apparently it was still attached. It was just nice and loose, and I don't know what the deal was on these pieces right here. Maybe they broke and was causing my problem. Don't really care. This thing was in there also. I have no idea what that is. Some kind of a support probably for these things right here, for all I know. Anyway, we're going to throw it away. We've got a new one in there. Maybe that'll help us. Well, as you can hear, we have noise. Can I tune in the station? No. I promised you noise. And the volume control, I put a brand new volume control in. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Everything seems to be controlled from the tone control. Strangest thing. So what we're going to do is dig back into this thing. That's what we do. We dig back in. We find out what the problem is. Oh, the fun of the chase. That's what it's all about. But I promised you noise, not a station. So that's what's going on. I'll spend the next couple of days. I think we have an oscillator problem is what we have, and it's just one of those deals where you got to figure out what it is. Now I did clean out both of the IF cans. I got those really nice and clean. The variable capacitors and all that stuff. And here's that little IF can booger. It's got the little screws on the bottom that you adjust it with right there. And then they adjust those shafts, which in turn adjusts those curved plates with the mica between. Kind of interesting, huh? These were really loose. They were sliding back and forth, both of them. I got them glued back in place now, and I've gone ahead and given it a good spray job all the way around. Got it nice and clean. And the wire that was rubbing the chassis was this one right here. Right there, the insulation had worn right through and was touching that metal there. Can't do that. Anyway, it's kind of neat, isn't it? Kind of neat. And I fixed a grid cap that was on here, but doesn't want to. I think we may have a problem with this RF area too, but we'll get it. Not to worry. But anyway, as you can see, let me turn the light out. As you can see, all of our tubes are finally lit up really nice now. One problem down, 50 to go. Until next time, this is John.